Hey, it's Seth Godin. I can't tell you how thrilled I am to be talking to you today about one of my heroes, Zig Ziglar. I want to tell you a story. I was a door-to-door salesman using the telephone instead of my feet, bringing ideas to book publishers. My first year, I sold my first idea the first day, then I got 900 rejections in a row over the next 12 months. Every time I interacted with anybody for any reason, they either sent me a no by mail or hung up on me. 900. I could just draw that out if you wanted to. And then I started selling some other things and I was really hard up. And one of the things that happens when you want to share something with the world, not only does the world shut you down, but your lizard brain shuts you down. That prehistoric, pre-evolutionary voice in the back of your head that's telling you how dare you, that you're not going to amount to anything, that you have no right to do this, that it's never going to work, and that you should go and be a bank teller. And that voice was getting louder and louder in my head, and my mother-in-law's over here, but we won't get into that. And then I discovered, and I wish I remembered how, this guy from Yazoo City. And I started listening to the tapes the way he suggested, and I bought 72 hours worth of them, and I listened to them so many times that I melted them, and I bought another set, and I melted them, and I wanted to go to Dallas for the 3-day session, but I couldn't go because I couldn't afford it, and I wasn't getting a lot of supporting going. And I was listening and listening and listening, and then what happened is Zig's voice got louder than that little voice in the back of my head. And I could tell you 50 different stories. I'm on the backup list for Zig. Anytime he can't make it, I can even do the accent. I got the money right here, ready to go. But what I can tell you is it changed my life. And the only reason that you have ever read my blog or ever read any of my books is because for 5 years when I really needed Zig, he was there for me. So he's got this new book, Born to Win, which represents the 78 most recent years of his 85 years on Earth. The first 7 years we're not going to count because he was just running around sneaking into people's swimming pools. But after he turned 7, there's some wisdom there, and it's all been collected by Tom and Zig in this book. And you got to start somewhere. I don't care where you start. Starting with Zig is as good a place as any. But you've got to stop that stinking thinking. You've got to look for some go lights, and you've got to make a difference and do work that matters. And I'm glad that Tom and Zig are encouraging us to keep doing that. So thanks for listening, and go read something.